Yep, alright, so this is for entertainment purposes only because, of course, I'm a liar. I'm such a fucking liar, dude. Don't believe me, man. And don't try this at home either. So I just got a response from my brother. So I asked my brother. So I told the story about me and my brother were fucking with the Ouija board back when I was in the 7th grade. And the fucking thing was moving around. And I kept saying, dude, you're moving it. And he's like, no, I'm fucking not, dude. And so then I'd be like, all right. And so I'd kind of half believe him and we'd mess it. And then it would start moving. And I'd be like, bro, you better not be fucking moving. And he's like, I'm not, man. And I explained the whole Ouija board story of me and my brother. And after I explained it, then I texted my brother in real time on the last video. Well, he just responded. So I'm going to show you the response I just got. Okay, here it is. Here is my question. Hey, can you ask my brother if he remembers that time we played with the Ouija board, asking it questions and it answered us? Was he moving the Ouija pointer to mess with me, or was it really moving on its own? Merry Christmas. And then his girlfriend responds because she asked him, and she says he never moved it. Laugh out loud. Merry Christmas. Anyways. So, but then again, remember, I'm just a liar, dude. I'm just a liar. I just make up stories. I just lie. And so does my brother. Because, you know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree and blah, blah, blah. So my brother, that isn't even my brother because I'm just a liar. But the story from the storyboard, straight from the storyboard is, that's my brother's response. They were laughing because he would not lie. He would not tell me. At this point, dude, I'm 50 years old, so my brother's like 54. He wouldn't keep lying to me. He would tell me like, no, bro, he would say, no, I was fucking with you, dude, you fucking idiot. And I would think it was funny, and I'd be like, you're a cunt, bro. Why would you do that? You know, I would just laugh and call him an asshole. And he knows that. He wouldn't. So my own brother told me that no, he wasn't moving. Okay, so what's the deal? So somebody explain that to me. We're just liars. Everything is lies, and we're stupid. We're liars. It's not that it really happened, that fucking Ouija board was moving. Nope. Why? Because I can't prove it, right? Well, what the fuck can you prove? You know, sorry, I don't mean to. But, you know, I fucking naysayers and fucking haters and fucking, you know, it frustrates me to no end sometimes. Mostly it's funny, though. I just laugh at them because they're stupid, you know. They're stupid. They just can't, they're just scared. They're scared that the truth is that shit is real. Like, shit like Ouija boards is real. And then they're scared because then they can't explain it. If they were to acknowledge that Ouija board shit is real, well, then how are they going to explain it? How are they going to explain why is that real? They'll acknowledge, yeah, okay, so Ouija is real. All right, well, explain how it's real then. How is it moving on its own and answering questions? How is it doing that? I don't know. I mean, people are just, I don't understand people, dude. People are fucking... So anyway, no, I just got the response. I just got that fucking response from my brother just now. And so I had to... Because I figured he ain't going to text me back for a couple days or something or whatever, which is fine. I don't care, you know. Me and my family, I'll tell you some other stuff. So me and my family, we have an understanding, okay? Me and my family have an understanding. I am who I am, and they know what they know about me, okay? And there are things that we don't do. I'm not going to talk to for example, I'm not going to talk to my mom about my thoughts and observations and feelings about what happened to me when I was a kid and how I ended up on the street. By the time I was 18, I was living on the street. I'm not going to have these discussions with her. You know, sometimes you just have to let shit go and just let it. I'm just going to let my mom believe and think whatever the fuck she wants. And she's old, and I don't have a resentment about it anymore. I don't care. At the same time, I'm not like super close with my family because of what our history. And so we have this kind of unspoken understanding, you know. And it's the same with my dad, my mom, and my brother. Okay? But my mom, she wants to have a closer relationship, and so I allow her that. And I enjoy it too. You know, I mean, it isn't that I don't want to, but it's at the same time, it's like, dude, I've learned, you know, I'm a fucking feral. I've learned how to, you know, it doesn't matter to me really either way. And so, but if my mom wants that and I can accommodate her, I will, you know. And so me and her talk a little bit more and shit and stuff and all this. But and then my brother, you know, and me, we it's a similar kind of thing, you know. I mean, I don't know. He might be kind of like, get like maybe a little resentful that I don't talk to him, but you know, what is there to say? I mean, I don't know, you know. I would like to have closer relationships with my family, but we're all live in different worlds, you know. Like my now my mom is texting. So, like, you know, like my brother, he got the jab. My mom got the jab, you know. So we're not operating in the same levels of reality, you know. My brother doesn't know anything about homelessness. My brother knows nothing about that, you know. Neither does my mom. Like, you know, and so we're not operating on the same levels of reality. I've scared the shit out of my family just because of, you know, I've tried to explain to my mom shit that's happening on the street, and she froze up and freaked the fuck out. Like, my mom can't handle the truth about the street, about homelessness and all this stuff. She can't. The one time I tried to explain it to her, she froze up. We were in a car. She was driving. She froze up and just like got this freaked out look on her face and wouldn't talk and just kept driving. And then I didn't even know where we were going. And she pulls up to a jail. She pulls up to the jail downtown, jumps out of her fucking truck and runs into the jail. Runs, and then the cops come out and they're like, you know, and they're like, well, your mom said that you're scaring her. And I'm like, okay. So you're gonna have to go. This was when I was anyways, this is a long story. This was when I was actually still on the street. And I, for some reason, me and my mom met up, and I was telling her some of the experiences I was having, and she fucking just like freaked the fuck out. But anyways, like, yeah, so we do not operate on the same level of reality, you know. But anyways, yeah, so, but yeah, no, anyway, just, that's about it. We'll just say, so there's the fake, deceitful confirmation of my story about the Ouija board. But again, I'm just a liar. I just make stuff up because I'm a disinfo agent. I'm an agent, you know. Or whatever. I'm a liar. I'm jabbed. I'm whatever. It's like, dude, I'm so fucking sick of retarded people, dude. But let's go over it one more time. Let's look at it, the text. So, yeah, hey, at 5:30 p.m., I said, hey, can you ask my brother if he remembers that time we played with the Ouija board, asking questions and answer us? Was he moving the Ouija pointer to mess with me, or was it really moving on its own? He says he never moved it. Laugh out loud. Merry Christmas. And so he responded at 6:23. So an hour later, he responded and said that he didn't move it. And I know, dude, I know that he wasn't moving it. We were having a conversation. Like, it was like the person told us her name. I don't remember what her name was. she told us how old she was, what year she was born, what year she died. She was very young. She died very young. Like, I think it was like 9 years old or something. And she died from an axe. I remember that much about it. But I remember we were every night for probably 3 or 4 nights to a week. We were just obsessed. It was like a drug. It was literally like a drug. Like, me and him were both like, fuck. And then just like I said, that last time we used it, it wouldn't work. We kept trying. It wouldn't work. And I was the one who said, well, maybe if we turn the lights off. I was just guessing. It was just troubleshooting. I said, well, maybe let's turn the lights off. So we turned the lights off to where there was just enough light for us to see. And then when we put our hands on it, we asked it a question. It went. It was like went straight to the answer. Like it wasn't moving slow like it normally did. And after, like I said, like after 1 or 2 or 3 questions, we were like, "Fuck this," because that thing was alive, dude. That thing was fucking just like on fire, and it scared the shit out of both of us. And I doubt he's ever used one since. I know it scared the shit out of me, and neither of us would use it again. And we got rid of it. I told my friend at the time, and my friend was telling me, "Get rid of that fucking thing, dude. Get it out of your fucking house." And my friend, I mean, we're like, what? How old were we? 15 when that happened. My 15-year-old buddy that we smoke weed together, fucking, play, listen to fucking Slayer and shit like this together. And I mean, he's not religious or doesn't. And he was like, dude, get that fucking thing out, dude. You don't even know what the fuck you're fucking with. But I bet you if I asked, well, let's do that. Shall we? Once more, let's ask the Brave search engine if a Ouija board is real. Let's see. Is there proof that Ouija boards move Ouija board pointers move on their own answering questions? Based on the search results provided, there is no conclusive evidence to suggest that Ouija board pointers move on their own, answering questions without human intervention. Instead, the scientific consensus is that the movement of the pointer is attributed to the ideomotor effect, a psychophysiological phenomenon where unconscious muscular exertions guide the pointer. Several studies, including one conducted by the University of British Columbia, have demonstrated that when participants use a Ouija board, they are unconsciously moving the blanket to answer questions, even when they believe they are not exerting any conscious control over it. This phenomenon has been replicated in laboratory settings, showing that the movement of the planchette can be attributed to the subject's unconscious minds. The search results also highlight criticisms from the scientific community regarding paranormal and supernatural beliefs associated with Ouija boards, which are characterized as pseudoscience. Mainstream Christian denominations, including Catholicism, have warned against the use of Ouija boards, considering their use in satanic practices or potentially leading to demonic possession. In summary, while the Ouija board may create an illusion of autonomous movement, there is no empirical evidence to support the claim that the pointers move on their own, answering questions without human influence. The movement is instead attributed to the ideomotor effect, a natural psychological phenomenon. No conclusive evidence for autonomous movement of Ouija board pointers answering questions without human intervention. So, anyways, there you have it. There's science. Science wins again. $30,000 for every COVID death goes to the scientific community and the health industry. Yay! More money for them, right? See ya.